Have you ever had that amazing idea and thought to yourself, hey, could this actually be a business? Well, today that's exactly the question we're going to tackle. We're breaking down the absolute essentials of business into a quick 5-minute guide, perfect for anyone who's ever felt that spark of curiosity. Now, to make this whole thing feel a bit more real, we're going to follow someone who's probably asking the same questions you are. Let's meet Pranjal. You can think of her as our study buddy for today. She's a student, she's super motivated, and she wants to start her own business. So we're going to learn all the essentials right along with her.
And that really is the big question, isn't it? So you've got an idea, just like Pranjal. It's that thing that kind of keeps you up at night. It just won't go away. But where do you even begin? What's the very first step to take that idea from just a thought into something, real?
All right, so that journey, it really starts with a simple foundational question. Before you can even think about building a business, you've got to understand what a business truly is at its core. Okay, so at its very heart, a business is just an exchange. That's it. Whether you're a baker selling amazing sourdough bread or a developer who's built a cool new app, you're exchanging something of value. And you're doing it to make a profit. That's the bedrock, the fundamental starting point for everything else.
But here's the thing. It's not just about profit. That's not the whole story. A truly great business, a successful one, is really a balancing act. It's like a three-legged stool. You've got to be meeting a real customer need, you've got to be making a profit so you can survive and grow, and you need to be creating a lasting value, through your brand, your reputation. All three have to be there.
Okay, so a business serves its customers. We get that. But what about everybody else? Let's kind of zoom out for a second here because a business doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's not an island. It's a powerful engine right in the middle of society. Yeah, think about it like this. A business is a social engine. I mean, when it creates products and services, it's fueling economic growth. When it hires people, it's creating jobs, creating livelihoods. And by doing both of those things, it's generating wealth that ripples out through the whole community. And of course, competition means it's constantly pushing innovation and technology forward for all of us. And for a real-world example, just look at a massive powerhouse like the Tata Group. We're talking over 700,000 employees. It's a gigantic driver of the entire Indian economy. It generates incredible wealth for its investors, its employees, and its research in cutting-edge fields like AI and robotics. That's pushing the boundaries for the whole world. It's a perfect example of that social engine in high gear. All right, so Pranjal's got the what and the why down. She understands what a business is and why it's so important. Now comes her first really big practical decision. What kind of company is she actually going to build? And this is all about picking the right legal blueprint. And this brings us to what is honestly one of the most critical decisions for any founder: liability. Let me break it down. With a sole proprietorship, you are the business. There's no separation. So if the business racks up debt, that's your debt. Your car, your house, it could all be on the line. But a corporation, that's treated like a whole separate person in the eyes of the law. It builds a legal wall between the business's problems and your personal stuff, keeping it safe. Getting this distinction is absolutely non-negotiable. And it goes beyond just the legal paperwork, It's also about the kind of company you want to build, the culture, the vibe. Are you picturing a high-risk, high-reward, fast-moving startup? Or maybe the more stable, community-focused feel of a small business, an MSME? Or do you see yourself in the more structured, procedure-driven world of a big corporation? Each one is a totally different path with its own feel, its own structure, and its own level of risk. So what's Pranjal's move? Well, she makes a really smart choice for someone just starting out. She goes with a sole proprietorship. Why? Because it's simple, she gets to keep 100% of the control, and it just fits perfectly with her goal of becoming a part-time content creator in today's gig economy. It just makes sense. Okay, so Pranjal has her blueprint. Now it's time to look under the hood at the engine itself. What are the core parts, the core functions that make any business, big or small, actually run day in and day out? Believe it or not, every single business on the planet, from a tiny one-person shop to a global corporation, runs on these 4 core functions. You've got marketing and sales out there finding customers. You've got operations, which is all about creating and delivering the product or service. You've got finance, managing all the money coming in and going out. And then as you grow, you've got human resources to take care of the people. And the key is they all have to be working together, in sync.
And a company like Zomato makes this super easy to picture. Think about it. Their marketing team is the one sending you those clever social media ads and app notifications. The operations team, they're the ones wrangling the insane logistics of thousands of delivery partners. Finance makes sure every payment is seamless and secure. And HR is busy training everyone, from the coders to the delivery staff. It really is like a beautifully synchronized dance.
Okay, so Pranjal has come a long way. She's built this really solid foundation of knowledge. She's gone from just having a simple idea to really understanding the structure and the inner workings of a real business. And now it's your turn. The journey becomes yours.
And guess what? You now have the exact same toolkit that Pranjal does. You've got a solid grasp of what a business is and why it matters. You get the different structures, you know the core functions that make it all run. And look, this isn't just dry theory. This is the foundation that gives you the confidence to go from what if to, okay, what's next?
You know, this whole thing started with Pranjal asking one simple question. Where do I begin? She found her answer. And now it really is your turn. So I'll leave you with this thought. What's the first question that you need to answer to bring your own idea to life?